I don't know when the hell this would have come out. I can't tell. It's like retro. Is it modern and it's gotten some retro sounds? I'm guessing that.
When do you think it came out?
I couldn't even tell by the album cover, which was in the video, because it had those like 1930s looking cartoons.
I know.
So
give it a guess.
When do I think it came out?
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess like the 2000 aughts or the 90s.
1972.
Oh, I almost said a bad word. Hey, welcome back to Into the Music. I'm here with Greg. My name is Chris, and Gregory's got something for me to react to. And lay it on me, dude.
I'm going to give you a slow death by the FLAMIN GROOVIES.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Actually, that's not correct. It's not the FLAMIN GROOVIES. It's just FLAMIN GROOVIES.
Oh, okay.
And there's no G at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So FLAMIN GROOVIES.
Oh, so it works right in with your New York accent. Okay, cool.
You know, my accent's not the only thing in New York about me, you know?
Oh, really? You think you're tough or something, huh? All right. Really? When you hold your fist like this? I don't think that's a good boxing position. But anyway, it's called Slow Death?
Slow Death.
Okay. Is this a request?
No, it's from me.
Okay. Oh God, that's even worse. Okay, cool.
I can give you a quick death too. Whatever.
You're not giving me any death. I'll go listen to it. And
right.
It might kill me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm liking it already. Go back to the beginning. There we go.
It's a slow death. I call a preacher. Holy, holy. I beg forgiveness.
Pretty upbeat song for a slow death. that was great.
You're back. So what'd you think?
Well, I'm still trying to revive myself from that slow death. Um,
There's no way
was-
you didn't like the song. There's no way.
Why do you say that?
There's just no way because I know you. I know you.
Yeah, but you said you thought you could anticipate my reaction to other songs before, and you were wrong.
This one, as soon as I had heard the song, I'm like, this is Chris. Stamped all over it. Chris.
Yeah, I really loved this song. Man.
Yeah.
I really did. Yeah. So many different styles. That slide guitar, man, that was
Oh,
cool.
right.
Yeah. So
It had
one
you.
of the
Yeah.
things about them though is like I don't know when the hell this would have come out. I can't tell. It's like retro. Is it modern and it's gotten some retro sounds? I'm guessing that.
When do you think it came out?
I couldn't
Yeah.
even tell by the album cover, which was in the video, because it had those like 1930s looking cartoons.
I know.
So
Give it a guess.
when do I think it came out?
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess like the 2000 aughts or the 90s.
1972.
Oh, I almost said a bad word. Wow, so it is from back then.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there were
It's-
elements that like I don't know. It sounded like there was some modern stuff in there too. More modern stuff. I don't know. How did I miss this band? You know, that's really what's getting me.
No, I know exactly what you're thinking and how you're feeling because it was the same
72?
thing. It was the same thing when I only came upon this like a month or so ago.
Uh-huh.
And in my search for like 21st century music, I stumbled upon this thing. This came out of I don't know, and I was like, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so good, And then as I did research on it, it's like 1970s. I'm like, no, there's no way.
I
1972.
thought that in the name Groovies was like a tongue-in-cheek kind of like,
Yeah.
just
No, they were feeling groovy back then.
overdoing the retro thing.
Yeah, no, they were living the groovy life,
FLAMIN
man, back then.
Groovies.
Yeah.
That's such a cool name.
It's a 1972 single by the San Francisco garage rock band FLAMIN GROOVIES, right? You know the name of the band already. Formed in 1965 with Roy Loney as the original lead singer and Cyril Jordan as the band's lead guitarist. They put out 3 albums on Epic Records before Loney up and left the band in 1971. He was replaced by guitarist and multi-instrumentalist Chris Wilson, and he led the band toward a more British, and according to Wiki, British invasion power pop sound. So I guess when you think about, the British invasion in the 60s, and then you had
this
sort of
didn't sound-
continuation.
This
Yeah, go
didn't
ahead.
sound like this was from the other guy. This was from previous to that.
No, this was with Chris Wilson now at
This
the lead.
doesn't sound like a British invasion type thing to me.
Well, I'm going to talk about the
I mean,
end.
I don't know how they would define that too. I just
Right. Well, think about what rock band was really popular back in the early 70s. A lot of them, right? Okay. I mean,
yes.
as soon as it left my mouth, I'm like, nope, pull it back. Now it's too late. What rock band do we love from England they were really good in the 60s, and they were really good in the early 70s and the 80s and whatever. And their lead singer, struts around and like.
Oh, the Rolling Stones?
Yeah. If
Wait a second. This is interesting because when I heard that slide guitar, it sounded just like the slide guitar on some Beggar's Banquet songs.
you're being
On the
serious
Rolling
now.
Stones album, Beggar's
Yeah.
Banquet. What?
No, you're being serious.
Yes.
Okay. So that's what ran through your head. All right.
I don't know if it was like maybe Stray Cat Blues or something like that.
I
Is it
thought the
Stray
slide.
Cat? What's that? Hell's the name of the? I don't remember the name
Well,
of the
here's
song
the
on
thing.
Beggar's Banquet, but
I wasn't thinking that song, but the slide guitar definitely reminded me of the Stones.
yeah.
And then
yeah.
the end of that song, the end. I don't know if you remember the end of the
don't.
song, but there's
I'll have to listen
there's
to
a part where it's like, yeah, boom, 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 yeah, and then that yeah, and it sounded like Jagger. And I actually thought Jagger was part of them leading. In fact, when I was doing the homework, I was waiting to like read about how Mick Jagger, they knew Jagger, he came to the studio and he was doing yeah, you know, and yet it's not him. There was just not the whole song, but there were just elements of that song that just, you know,
just the slide guitar for me.
Yeah,
that's the tone of the slide guitar.
I think the song is so catchy, it's so groovy, and the fact that I never heard it before until just recently, 1972. I wonder what
their other stuff sounds like. Have you heard any of their other stuff?
No. So now here's the thing, because we actually have a really good shot at listening to some other stuff from them, because and the reason why I kind of brought up the record company, I don't know if you sat there saying, why is he bringing up Epic? Because what happened was, and kind of I think it tells a tale of this band here, then they were dropped by Epic, and then they went to another record company and they got dropped. Music's good, but they're not really getting the following, right? Record sales are kind of low. So they're out of the 2 record contracts, and then they get this deal with United Artists Records in 1972. But the United States division of UA, right? They're not interested. But the British part of the company, they like them.
Is that because they changed to a more British sound?
I don't know. I don't know if they had connections, but they're like, fly over here, come over here and record, you know, with Dave Edmunds, who is the producer at that time, right?
Does he play? Oh, you don't know if he plays on this.
I don't know if he plays on this. That's actually really, no, it doesn't say anything about him playing on this song. So he's the producer at the time, and we know later become like a major hit maker, right, in late 70s, early 80s. So he produces this song, and which was an A single and another A single, and so this song had a lot of potential, right? Well, it's got the word morphine in the song. Well, the BBC didn't like that, so they banned the song. So if they ban the song and they think it's one of the best songs that they, you know, well, the company can't do anything with them. They're not going to sell records. So basically that deal fell through.
And what year was that about?
That was 1972.
Because
the word
Rolling
morphine.
Stones came out with Sister Morphine on Sticky Fingers, right?
Yeah.
And get this, man. I just found a connection here. I was saying it sounds like the slide guitar, maybe in the Rolling Stones song, Stray Cat Blues. I think that's the name of it. And you mentioned Dave Edmunds. Dave Edmunds discovered and produced the Stray Cats.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool. That is cool.
But I'm probably wrong about that, you know, Stray Cat Blues song. I don't even remember it's called that. But anyway, it just dawned on me that, hey, wait a second.
And the reason why morphine was in the song, because this is an anti-drug song. It's sung from the perspective of an unrepentant drug addict in the final throes of self-destruction. So, I mean, if you look at the lyrics, actually, I mean, the music is so catchy and so, you know, it's intoxicating and really pulls you in. You know, some of the words are kind of in and out. I had the luxury of looking at the lyrics. And
I had no idea. I was going so with music. It was just so much going on.
The lyrics are interesting. I mean, yeah, you know,
I didn't need to pay attention to that to get a hell of a lot out of this song.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically don't.
I would have had no idea what it was about.
Yeah, and so here's the thing, though. So, like I said, those, you know, UA is like, okay, you know, we had our fun. You had your fun. Get the hell out. And so then they have a cup of coffee with Capitol Records before signing with Sire Records, where they go back to work with Dave Edmunds again. And they produced this critically acclaimed album in 1976 called Shake Some Action. And Shake Some Action. Yeah. And where they then gained popularity, and they were part of the in crowd with the sort of the punk bands that were happening around that time, the Ramones, the Sex Pistols. So those two groups right there.
Talking Heads too, because they were on Sire Records also.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So they had like a new life. This in Wiki, there's just endless amount of information about these guys. You know, for a band that I never heard of, there was so much information. and they've had all these different lives, like, more than a cat, like they just, then they reformed in 1980 something, and then reformed in 1990s, and then back in the 2000s. And I think just as recently as like maybe a couple of years ago, and then and where Roy Loney, I think, came back, to join the group again, and then he actually passed away, I think 2 years ago. So yeah, just a really interesting band, as far as like their lifespan, beginning and like that. But man, there's got to be other music out there. I'm really interested in that album that dropped in 1976. So we're gonna have to come up with a plan, right? Because I want to hear some of that, but I'm sure you want to hear some of that. So let's
Yeah,
play
after we finish the 2000 or so we got on the list already.
Yeah, we'll go back. No.
Not fast.
No. I'm gonna listen. No, Flaming Groovies, man. I gotta hear another song soon. But
Okay.
anyway, all right, cool. All right, so you want to take us out?
Sure. Hey, thanks for watching. And if you want us to review, react to, and review a song of your choosing, just head to our Ko-fi site, where the link is down below, and it'll tell you what to do once you click on that. And we will catch you next time on Into the Music.
See ya.